Do you ever feel like there just aren't enough hours in the day? What if I told you you could double your free time in just a week? Right now you're probably thinking, no way man. So let's change that. Phone. This is the #1 time eater, and for most people, putting their phone down will alone double their free time. You don't believe me? Switch off your phone for just one day and see how bored you are. Just do 24 hours without a phone and you will realize how much free time you actually have. The very first thing that will prevent you from being on your phone all day is going to be to switch off all of the notifications on your phone. All of them. Maybe if you have a significant other, notifications from them can stay, but everything else has to go. Also, if you're not trying to build a business on social media, then just delete it altogether. Social media is the biggest time waster in the entire world and you're completely fine without it. Now, I know some people are going to be like, oh, but I want to know the news, I want to know what's up. If something is so important that you have to know it, eventually you'll hear about it, okay? However, if you're trying to make a business on social media, then probably deleting it is not the best choice, obviously, for your business. However, you can limit the use of it. If you're a social media creator, just unfollow everybody who you don't need and only follow people that will help you scale up your business and that you either communicate with or you really enjoy their content and it actually helps you. Also, just set time limitations. You can do this on every single phone now. Set 15 to 20 minutes for Instagram, for an example, and don't ever exceed it, because the thing is, you can turn off these time limits very easily, and if you turn it off once, you will probably turn it off twice and like forever. So just please don't turn it off ever. Also, if you have a creator account and a personal account, you can delete the personal account or just delete it from your phone. You don't need to delete it altogether, I guess, but you get what I mean. Shopping list.
Usually I write a shopping list so I don't waste my time and I don't impulse buy stuff that I don't actually need. Okay, I have my little list here. I'm going to the store and I'm going to see how much time it takes me to buy all this. So it took me 6 minutes and 55 seconds to buy all this. We have food now, so let's get to cooking.
Meal prep. Cook 3 to 4 days of food at once so you don't have to cook every single day. 4 days of meal prepping usually takes me around 1.5 hours to do. Sleep. This might sound counterproductive, but sleep 8 to 9 hours every single day, mostly at the same time. Sleeping might take away some time, but if you sleep enough, you're going to do your work more efficiently, you're going to mess up less, which means that you're going to be done faster. Funny story actually, last time I did an all-nighter. Next day I went to the wrong airport 2 hours before my flight. Going to bed at the same time every day is going to make your days equally long. Whereas if you went to bed every single day at a different time, your sleep schedule would get like really fucked up and one of your days would be like twice as long as the other day. Also, I don't know about you, but for me personally, waking up early and going to bed early feels way more productive, because when I wake up, I feel like I have a shit ton of time today, whereas if I go to bed late, usually I don't really do like anything useful after 9 p.m. You can also save time by improving sleep quality, because better sleep means that less sleep is enough. Focus mode when working. Use focus mode when you're working so you don't get distracted and finish your work faster. Block all apps you don't need to use on your phone when working and notifications as well. Don't waste time in the gym.
Use this in the gym too, so you focus on training instead of just replying to messages and scrolling Instagram. Don't use power lifter rest times. 2 or 3 minutes is enough for most exercises, but when it comes to stuff like lateral raises, usually less is enough too. For squats, maybe you'll need 4 or 5 minutes. It depends, but you should know when you're ready.
But you won't realize when you're ready if you're constantly on your phone, man. Also, use supersets, myo-rep sets, myo-rep match sets, cluster sets, whatever the fuck you want to get in more volume in less time. There are some muscle groups that need a ton of volume and you don't want to just stand there and do like 10 sets of lateral raises. Once I was in a very big hurry and I realized that I could do my 2-hour-long leg session in just 1.5 hours. Plan ahead. Plan what you're going to do in advance, write a schedule and follow it, but make it realistic. Don't write shit like, oh, I'm going to work from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. No, you're not. Say no more often. Don't do shit you don't like. Now, I don't mean stop training and stop working, but if somebody invites you someplace and you don't want to go, just don't go. I used to go to certain parties just because like I didn't want to be the guy who never goes, but like I didn't want to go and I always just wasted my time and never really had fun. So I only say yes if you want to and you can. And the last tidbit, write down what you did and for how much time you did it for an entire day, and then you can see what you actually did and what you can take out and what you should keep and how much time you're wasting on shit that you don't actually want to. Now that you have more free time, you can go on and watch another one of my videos here.